In with DJ Youngin.
Lock in with your favorite lockhead,
Lock
man.
in
Don't
with
get
your
it
favorite
twisted,
lock
man.
in,
Don't
man.
get it twisted.
It's twisted.
It's ready to trend.
Hey, what it do, man? We back, man. It's the Heavy Grind Podcast, man. It's your boy DJ Youngin. You already know, man. Shout out to my partner, your favorite lockhead. Lock in with your favorite lockhead, but what?
Don't get it twisted.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, we back, man. Season 3, live from the living room, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we doing, man. I got a special guest in the building, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shoot First Jones. Shoot First Jones in the building with us, man. So, for those who don't know, man, who is Shoot First Jones, man? Where you from, man?
I'm a Grady baby, Atlanta. Cameraman, videographer, behind the scenes, on the scene. You know, that's my passion, film. So that's what everybody know me for.
Say Grady, baby.
Grady baby, yeah.
Old Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
Nah, for real, man. So, how did you develop the passion, you know, for the film industry?
It kind of happened by mistake. I was just standing in front of a club, and you know, dude was like, "Man, this man won't come to work. He don't want to take no pictures." I was like, "I do it," you know what I mean? From then on, I had a camera in my hand, and I seen like the passion, how fun it was, how easy it was to, you know, make people happy and just have fun. You know what I mean? So make money, you know. So
yeah, fun, and you get into the bag too. Yeah.
So it just got stuck to me, and it just got better and better, and getting greater and greater.
So like at that time, right? You know, when you got into the film game, what was the culture like, man? Was it how was it like? You know, the atmosphere.
When I first started, I think it was still fun. It was a lot more fun back then, you know, like, it was still drama going on, but it just feel like it was more fun then. It's not as fun as it was, you know, back then. But, I mean, it's pretty much the same stuff, like you going to the club, you know, people shooting and, you know, drama here. Then, you know.
Club shots. I ain't gonna lie, you know, in the city, man, that's one of the things you look for when you hit the club, man. Like you say, back in the day, you used to hit SO, you know what I'm saying, Frequency, some of them old spots. Used to, you know what I'm saying, that was the highlight of the night, you know what I'm saying? Y'all flicking up in the section, everybody doing their thing, man, like
can't
for real.
About downtown, but about the varsity.
Oh yeah.
Bar, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was jumping. Yeah.
Nah, for real.
Indy.
So what was it like, man? Like just from how would you explain your journey from there till now?
The camera just got me in the doors I wouldn't normally probably be able to get into, or even think about getting into, at least, you know.
Yeah.
I could say that. So it was like it evolved from being a camera to me doing other things and just expanding my network. And you know, it's just one thing I do know is every day is somebody's birthday. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
So it's a reason to celebrate. You know, yeah. Even though it seemed like it's slow, even though it seemed like ain't nothing going on, somebody don't care. It's their birthday, so they gonna
somebody
come out,
ready to pop out,
take a picture. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's something to keep me going too.
Yeah.
You know? But,
Shoot First Jones in the building, man. So like, was the camera like the first love, or was it anything before the camera? You play like any sports, or you know do anything else?
I'm a jack of all trades. I feel like I done had just about every job it is.
Okay.
Just working with my hands. You know, I just put stuff together and make money, like for people in the neighborhood, cut hair. My first job was sweeping up hair in the barbershop.
Mine too.
So,
Mine
that's
too.
how I bought my shoes, and you know, like, cause my parents couldn't buy me shoes that I wanted. You know what I mean?
Right,
so that's
right.
how, you know, I kept my feet right just by sweeping up hair, and ever since then, I've been
getting it out
the mud, no matter what. Yeah.
They're right too, man. So what's some of the ups and downs you've been through, man, on your journey, man? Talk about some obstacles, man, and things like that.
Well, I remember I broke my leg. I was on a hoverboard, and I broke my ankle. Like right when my camera career started, like my network started getting big. I started getting clientele and stuff like that. So it was like give up or keep going.
Right at the beginning, so you broke your on the hoverboard.
On a hoverboard, I broke
That's
my ankle.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
Um,
crazy.
Guess what? I had to. It wasn't even no Uber back then, so
Yeah.
I had to pay for a cab to the club with a walker and take pictures on the walker. You
Making
know?
it happen though.
Yeah, but the money was moving, so I had to keep moving too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So ever since then, I feel like can't nothing stop me. If I could do that, you know what I mean?
No, that's hard.
When I start walking again, it's on.
So it's up.
So yeah,
10 toes down, get the moving and shaking.
yeah. So
Yeah, so you had any you know what I'm saying, like you say in the club, you had any experiences where anybody might have spilled a drink on the camera or you caught some fighting or something? I know you done caught some exclusive, especially in Atlanta. I know you done caught some. Give us some.
man, one time it was a security guard had hit my camera for an artist who came in, and it was just like it blew me. It was just like he really just hit my camera, you know, like, and it was just like for me to keep my composure, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the hardest things, you know. So I just really made me take my camera off. I didn't even want to take pictures no more because I was so mad. It was like, you know, so it didn't break my camera or nothing, but it was just the effect of it. You know, I was just like boiling in the moment. But I remember that being just like, man,
That's disrespectful.
very disrespectful. Very, you know, that was the moment
Like
right
on
there.
the DJ table.
Nah, for real. Hey, speaking of which, man, do you feel like the cameraman, videographer, photographer, do you feel like they get the respect they deserve?
Sometimes not. You know, I mean, I don't try to keep up with it. I just try to, you know, stay focused on doing what I need to be doing, you know. But yeah, it can be people look at you how they look at you. You know, that ain't none of my business. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm with you.
So that's how. But I know what you're saying though. Like yeah, like people, you know, take you for granted. But,
Yeah.
As long as I hold my value how I know, you know. So that's all that really matters, you know.
Nah, for real. That's hard, man. So so talk about your creative process, man. Like, do you edit pictures? Do you know what I'm saying, do graphics and stuff like that? How you get your mojo going, man, with the camera?
I mean, I'm a one-stop shop. Like I can edit, I can shoot it, I can write a treatment to it, I can fly the drone. You know, over time I done figured out how to do every single you know, element of the production process. But it's basically what I'm passionate about. It, you know, motivate me. You know, like what am I excited about to cover, or you know, try to edit and sit down and just put it back out there for everybody to see. You know, like
Right.
that's what, you know, really put the fire behind me. If anything, like about.
Nah, they're real. They're real though. So like in this new age that we in, you know what I'm saying, with technology and this word that they use, quote unquote, content creator, like how do you feel that impact the film industry? So did it make it better or did it make it worse?
I don't know. I think it's just how depend on how you look at it. Cause you know, like now small people can, you know, they got a platform, so it's just, I don't know. I guess it could be good for some people and bad for some people. But I think it's more positive, you know, that anybody can, you know, create, you know, or express themselves, you know.
Nah, they're real.
But or just report news or what's going on in a certain area, you know, or you know, in their world, you know.
Right.
So that's what's interesting. So I kind of be on YouTube more than anything, just watching odd stuff like that you wouldn't even think about because somebody got the opportunity to make film, you know.
So you saying it basically, you saying it open up doors for other people to be able to share they everyday, their story, their life, they
perspective.
their perspective, their story that they got in their head. They may want to,
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. So like with all that, right? Like, speak on like the difference between or the qualities. Like, you know, you got your 1080, you got your 4K, you got your, you know what I'm saying, 6K, 8K, these different cameras, the Black Magic and things of that nature, man. Speak on that a little bit. What's some of your favorite cameras to work with?
I'm really I like Black Magic. I like, you know, because it's affordable for you know, like, and it still has good quality. But
That Red Dragon motherfucker.
yeah, I like those type of cameras too. But what I learned is like, you know, just rent it. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, because they come out with stuff like every day. They keep coming out, so it's like you can just rent it and know how to use it and learn what's coming out next and learn how to use that, because that's what matters. If you know how to use what's new, because everybody gonna want to buy what's new.
Right.
So, but some old stuff, just it depends on what lens you put on. It look like what's new. So,
and that's what I was gonna ask you too. What's one of your favorite lenses, man? Or what's your go-to?
So
do you like
50 millimeters? Just like, you know, just 50 millimeter,
50
like
millimeter.
You know, like portraits, you know, like shooting with a Canon. You know,
yeah.
That's what I kind of, you know, started with, Nikon and Canon.
Yeah.
But I love Nikon for like still photography.
Yes, sir, Steve.
I do like Nikon for that. But I like Sony, Panasonic. So I think Sony, Panasonic my favorite. So.
Sony and Panasonic, yeah, that Sony A3 one. Hard. I was just looking at one. My partner was telling me, a lot of people don't know that, like you say, them big cameras, you just rent them, but a lot of people don't know that they don't have autofocus. Especially if you're using like a 50 millimeter or 35 millimeter or something like that, like, and you really gotta roll the wheel to keep it sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a job. It's a difference. Yeah.
So talk about these gimbals, man. You see all these gimbals popping up on the TikTok shops and Tmu's and all that, man. What's your take on those?
I actually haven't seen.
You ain't seen them? I ain't gonna lie, they got some. They look pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? They got the review. They like $20, $30, $40, something like that. But like, you know, them gimbals for real be like stabilizers and real catch that motion. Like that's real motion picture. You know what I'm saying? What's your take on that?
It's just, I think the equipment got a lot to do with it, but it's more about the person who behind it using it, you know what I mean? Because, like, man, I done shot stuff on the gimbal with a phone and, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I done seen people do so much with so little. It's like, you know, you can have that stuff, but it's like it's still the person who's using it, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's fair.
But, you know, because they got to still have that creative mind to be like, let me move this way with it, you know, and pan this way with it. But I don't know. I think it's just about being creative, though. You know, like, you know what I mean? Whatever you working with, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. Heavy Grind Podcast, man. Season 3 live from the living room, man. Super Jones in the building, man. Hey, man. Yeah, man, we back, man. Heavy Grind Podcast, Season 3, man. Live from the living room. Still got Super Jones in the building, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot first.
We just cooling, man. I mean, so what's some people that you had the pleasure of working with, man?
Man, so many, man. Like, pretty much everybody in Atlanta, you know, like R.P. Trouble.
R.P. Trouble.
Young Dro, like the whole, you know, like, man, just everybody, man. Yeah, for real, like everybody in Atlanta city, especially, you know. But I work with a couple of people out of the city, but most of the whole city, man. Like I don't even want to leave nobody out.
Yeah.
You know, those two people I named, they like people who kind of I work with from the beginning, you know. But I don't work with everybody. Like, you know, everybody showed me love in the city, though. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know.
Take us back, man, when you got that first break, man. What was the one that you feel like you really put you on the map and like made a name for yourself, man? Take us down that road.
Probably when I Young Dro, I had went to birthday bash with Young Dro.
Birthday bash.
Yeah, that was probably like, I think that was in 2019, I think. Yeah, I went to birthday bash with Young Dro, and you know I was backstage with everybody and getting all that good footage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh yeah, cause this, you know, I like this. You know, this, you know, I felt like I had worked up to that point where, you know, an accomplishment, and I was proud of it. That's why I always rock with Young Dro, because he, you know what I mean, he helped me get up in there with him, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I met Trouble and met so many other people, and we just was networking, and I still deal with all them people today, you know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's the move. That's what's up. That's love. So anybody who want to work with you, man, how can they tap in with you, man? Tell the people they can follow you at, and how they can get with you.
My Instagram is Shoot First Jones Films. You can follow me on YouTube as well. Subscribe on YouTube at SFJ Films. And hey, that's it, man. You know, they're my social media platforms. But
Shoot First Jones Films on IG. Heavy Grind Podcast on IG. Tap in. The Dreaded Truth 1700. Your favorite Lockhead on IG. We here, man. Season 3, live from the living room. Heavy Grind Podcast, man. Shoot First Jones, appreciate it, big dog.
my pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Anytime.
Salute.